Welcome back to coverage of Pro Tour 6 of Strixhaven here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are in the quarterfinal stages of our tournament, and one of these players is going to go home with this incredibly beautiful trophy.
It is so gorgeous.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I remember
they did
asking,
a great job on that one, for sure.
When Chris Larsen won the last Pro Tour, I remember asking him, he's like, hey, this is real pretty, right? He's like, my wife's going to hate it. Why? It doesn't match anything in the house.
Well,
that doesn't matter.
He's trying to get a second one which will match.
Yeah, there you go,
that will even
right?
it out. Then I think she'll be a little happier.
Yeah, maybe stick a lamp in there. I don't know. Don't do that. Anyway, friends, welcome back. Corey Baumeister alongside myself, Ailey Loney. This is how things have shaken out thus far. We are in the quarterfinals. We've just seen Rizhang pick up a victory against Zevon Faust. Earlier today, we saw Matt Nass pick up a victory up against Matthew Stephenson, so they're waiting for their opponents. Maxx Kominowski, Christoffer Larsen, Stefan Schutz, and Nathan Stoyer are still our players ready to face or waiting to do battle. Christoffer Larsen and Maxx Kominowski up next. We've got Selesnya Landfall up against Is It Spelementals. This matchup is going to be a super sweet one indeed, and Tannen got to chat to them before their matchup this morning.
I've got Maxx Kominowski here with me getting ready for his quarterfinal, and you talked to me a lot about your preparation for the tournament, how you picked your deck. Now we're going into the top 8, and you told me your teammates really took care of that for you last night. Well, you got a lot of sleep. How's this matchup looking for y'all?
Yeah, so this matchup's really interesting. We had tested a lot of the traditional landfall matchup, but the White Splash adds a whole new element with Erode main deck and then Rest in Peace sideboard. Both of those cards are very scary in their own right, but also I don't think actually fully swing the matchup in their favor because there's some flaws to the cards as well. They're reactive, they slow down how proactive the landfall deck can be. So I can capitalize on that and take more time to spin my wheels and set up my endgame, which I still believe is stronger than their endgame. So yes, they have some really strong cards that if they catch me in the right spot are completely game over. But also I think that their deck as a result does slow down its functionality a little bit, which gives me some more openings to kind of maneuver. So overall, I can't say for sure how good I feel, but my team did a great job helping me kind of figure out the best strategy, and I think it'll be a good match.
Well, thanks for the great answer, and best of luck in the top 8.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm here with Christoffer Larsen getting ready for his top 8 match. Chris, I've always wondered, what do players do the night before the top 8 for Sunday?
Good meal and Arena Direct grind.
So wait. Were you playing on the Arena Direct last night trying to win those collector boxes? Give those poor guys some a chance. Why were you doing that to them?
I gotta get a box before we get in here. I did that last time as well.
Well, okay, so that works pretty well.
Yeah, worked out. Need a box. Get a win.
All right. You heard it here first. If you want to win a Pro Tour, you got to play in the Arena Directs.
Chris Larsen, you know, I've said I wish to petition that they move this 1 week ahead or before because we're all wanting to play and win boxes. Anyway, let's check out these
He's not kidding, by the way. I chatted with him
Mm-hmm.
in Richmond. I was like, dude, good luck. Are you testing your match? And he's like, I'm 4-1 in the Arena Direct. I was like, good job, Christopher. So here is the landfall deck they were playing, and exactly what Max is saying is what I was going to say. The Erode Rest in Peace gives him a lot better chance than the traditional landfall decks. So normally this matchup is quite bad for the green decks. The Elementals deck, Thunderflock in particular, is extremely strong against it. But the Erode and that package that Nathan Stoyer and the rest of the team came up with, gonna help him a lot to even this matchup out.
All right, let's check out what Maxx Kominowski is up to with Is It Spelementals.
The absolute master with a Steam Vent in his hand here has been playing lessons for basically the last 3 months, decided to switch to the Spelementals version, but knows his way around any kind of Spire Bluff Canal deck. This is trying to get a bunch of spells in your yard, cast one of these Eddy Mercs or Hearth Elementals, and then Sunderflock your opponent into submission.
So looking for discounts as well, just in a completely different way to the Is It Lessons deck. So let's jump into the matchup here, friends. This is Christoffer Larsen looking for a back-to-back Pro Tour championship up against Maxx Kominowski. What is it, Spelementals?
Yep. And Christopher's the higher seed, trying to get that piece of matching furniture. Make that other trophy look good in his living room. You know, the table mics
get through this game.
The table mics in most matchups are a very, very awesome aspect. When Christoffer Larsen's at the table, it's free comedy as well.
Oh my gosh, this guy. He is too funny.
He is hilarious.
If magic ever fails him, he's got a future in stand-up or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Always having a great time. Always making sure everyone else is having a great time. He's made it his mission this week, as well as winning the Pro Tour, to hug everybody. So
He is a hugger.
yeah,
Absolutely.
if you're at Magicon, don't be alarmed if a Great Dane shows up and picks you up.
So Chocobo getting in for 2. Looks like I saw the Lumber Wagon, Harmonizer, and a Road in hand for Christoffer.
Nice.
So no 2-drop is a big deal. No Cub, something like that to be able to get the game going. But Lumber Wagon is a very, very difficult card to deal with from these Izzet decks because it's one of the few spells that doesn't get bounced with the Sunderflock.
Yeah.
And then if you can just replay one of your creatures, crew it up, maybe double its power, which is already gigantic, you can force a chump block with a Sunderflock or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's a really sweet card. You know, Aether Drift kind of got a little bit of a bad rep, but there's some really, really sweet cards from that.
Yeah. Oh, I love that one. Matt Nass probably loved that Pro Tour as well. We'll see.
I think he did.
He's trying to be just as big of a fan of Secrets of Strixhaven as he was of Aether Drift. Get some matching furniture for himself as well. And no interaction here for the Chocobo, which is huge. And Max doing exactly what he was saying he was going to do in his pre-interview. Just spin his wheels here and then get ready to do Hearth Elemental, Sunderflock, those kind of things. And we're already online for Hearth Elemental this turn.
Good gravy.
Wow, and that is Hearth Elemental in hand, so could just cast that. If he has any mana spells, can cast those kind of air quotes for free, and then has the Sunderflock that he just drew to cast as early as next turn.
Yeah, 1-mana spells are free in essence. You know, it's kind of like the old Convoke decks. It's like, I'm going to play 1-drop, and then I'll Convoke out.
There's a solid chance, though, if Max just taps out for a Hearth Elemental, though, that the game could be basically over, as we saw Harmonizer in hand for Chris. Let's say you have a fetch land of some variety, an Escape Tunnel or a Fabled Passage. You can double each power, one on the Chocobo, one on the Lumber Wagon, and then when the Lumber Wagon attacks, double something else and force a chump block.
Oof. That's really sweet.
That's 1. Oh, 2.
Yep, Flow State is online.
I bet Chris is pumped about that, as there's not much interaction for creatures that have over 2 toughness.
Sorry, I might have 8 cards in hand. I do have 8 cards.
Yeah, I think this game is
discard?
over. Because look at that hand. That is no interaction.
Yeah, there's nothing there that deals with these creatures.
Yeah, into the Flood Maw would be great. But looks like we are not playing that one at all. So, yeah, Christoffer should know there is no interaction for what he's about to do. As long as Chris has a land to go with this Harmonizer, I don't even think it has to be a Fabled Passage or an Escape Tunnel. I think we'll be heading to game 2 already.
Giant creature, crew, smack.
Yep. Still one of my favorite lines as well from Max after he qualified at RC Milwaukee, losing in the top 8. I was like, man, you get to go to Secrets of Strixhaven, which is going to be a lesson set, and you just qualified with lessons. And he's like, and bro, they shouldn't have gave me Steve. And it looks like they shouldn't have.
He's having a great time.
Incredibly
First
nice
top 8?
player. First top 8,
Hell
I believe 3rd Pro Tour. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And just an incredibly fantastic Magic player. And there's the fetch land, 3 land triggers. Double, double, double.
Wait, I wanted to do the math, Chris.
I'll tell you, it's greater than 14.
It sure was. Yeah, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. We don't need Quandrix to come in here to figure out that Max was dead there.
Game 2, still a pre-board game, so players just shuffle up and off they go yet again.
Yep.
Spybluff Canal to kick things off here for Max. He'll land into Llanowar Elves for Chris Larsen and an opt in response.
Yeah.
Chris is like, what?
That's illegal. That's a different art.
Chris caring about the important things here. Arena Directs and you matching your art.
This tournament.
Amazing.
I will say all the older art styles of opt and sleight of hands have been catching me. I'm like, what is that one?
There you go.
I appreciate this opt. I know this one.
Yeah. Oh, no. The old school ops, those are gorgeous. And the correct ones to have.
Hey, you know.
Top 2.
Alrighty.
That is a sleight
Heroes
of hand,
hang out.
essentially.
Yeah.
A face-up sleight of
I want
hand.
to say one thing. I don't want to disturb your process. At any point, if I need to stop you, I'll just stop you. Otherwise, you just go.
I bet he never pays
choose
the
the
2
require
for
merge.
smothering tithe. Or
Yeah,
Mystic Step.
yeah.
Play it.
Oh, Christopher.
Okay.
Impolite
Go,
joke.
And I will say that Max feels like, I feel like Max really needs to win this game.
Yeah.
As Chris is really making this tough to do our job,
Yep,
huh? But Max really has to win this game because the post-board games, we get 3 rest in peace. And
Yep.
that is, you know, kind of the GG card. So I think things do improve for Christopher post-board.
That's a very satisfying shuffle he has.
Satisfying chocobo sound as well.
Winter Nights.
Winter Night Stories. Let's find some more cards to hopefully deal with this tiny chicken on the other side of the battlefield.
Max is definitely staying true to what he said in his pregame interview.
yeah.
He is indeed spinning his wheels.
They're going to fall off, though, again, if he does the same
Yeah.
thing in the first game.
But we got a lot of spells, 5 spells in the yard,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
any
yeah.
Eddie Merc Crab is available.
Yep.
Yep.
Like I see wow, his hand is still quite bad. I see Prismari Charm, 3 lands, and looks like a creature.
Hearth Elemental's in there, yeah.
And a Hearth Elemental, so not amazing by any means, but a card that is amazing is Sirach against
And a male,
these,
yes.
very amazing against these Izzet strategies.
Yeah, no, just being able to get some extra card draw off of things being targeted, but here comes the Hearth Elemental.
Now it looks like Max is going to have the interesting decision of for sure playing another land at some point, but to either play this second Hearth Elemental or hold it
Flashback Winter Nights.
to maybe discard. But with Winter Night Stories in the yard, makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
to just get your creatures out.
Found a sleight of hand. What else did he get there?
Tight sequencing by Max there, playing the other Hearth Elemental first. Now he's saying, I don't have to discard a spell to play this for 1 mana, especially when he's flooded. That's a heads-up play.
Return. Sleight of hand.
Again, Izzet doing what Izzet does best, drawing cards.
All right, looks like Chris does not have land 4, but has an Ice Till, so could be a game-winning Fabled Passage if he finds one. Like, that would just be absolutely devastating. But without a land, he is not going to be doing very much, so big draw step. Forest off the top.
Surek's got a bit of a roadblock in the way there, but here comes Mightform Harmonizer, warped out, doubles the power there of Surak. So now 8.
I was like, I think that was close to missing the Chocobo.
I don't think he'd ever forget that little guy.
I mean, technically this rock was in combat, so maybe Chris being a little bit of a loose goose play there.
It's a chocobo.
Sorry, excuse me. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, what do you think here? Max gonna take it?
Yeah, 8 damage makes sense to me, and Chris just pushing through as much damage as possible, saying, you know what, Ice Till, Explorer, just casting it and getting no immediate value, not great, so Chris playing very aggressive, but I like it.
Oh, Thunderflock.
Huge advantage to Max now. This is exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah.
12.
Now we know why he did not block, because 8
That's you.
damage.
Do you have another funnel in your hand?
He's like, you win if you do. That's the language Chris was saying.
I have some good cards. Yeah.
I don't think I'm winning it regardless, but
Chris just getting that free information there. That's how he gets that
Unless you
pro
cost
tour
in
win.
duress, you don't get to know.
And now anything he plays looks like it's going
Wait
to
up,
have
Adage.
to
Should
be
we
a
actually have
chump
another one ready
blocker
to go?
Hearth. So probably this poor Chocobo is just going to be thrown in.
Was it jumpy?
Yep. But under 5% chance that Chris could win this game.
He didn't do the sound.
Yeah, that's only a happy Chocobo sound.
Oh,
This is a sad Chocobo moment,
Oh, okay,
I believe.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Badgermill Cub hits the
I'll
board.
respond to the target with Burst Lightning on Badgermill Cub.
So we get the land up, the Cub dies. 2 tiny blockers for 3 real big critters, one of which they can't do anything about anyway.
One's a Prismari Charm for sure. Looks like it's 2 Prismari Charms, so that should do it.
Yeah,
now, Max
yeah.
could go super aggressive and try to like kill one, bounce the other, but at the same time, if there's an erode on a Sunderflock, then you kind of waste your removal spells. So I think Maxx can pretty safely just attack if he wants to. Force one chump block and say, good luck, Chris, next turn. And then Prismari Charm, whatever Chris plays on that turn. I don't think there's a point in having to play proactively here because you just got to think, how could Chris beat me next turn? And there's no way.
Yeah, I know how I win, but how do I lose?
Exactly. But, of course, first Pro Tour top 8. You're going to slow down and just make sure you close it out right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like he's got Spell Snare, Sleight of Hand, double Prismari Charm. That's going to do it, to say the least, over time.
We'll get there. Not this turn, but we will get
You
there.
take 9. You're at 3.
Yep.
So 2 pieces of interaction
That's you.
available for Maxx.
Maybe he has nothing.
He has nothing. I actually don't think Chris could beat 4 Steam Vents. In
I don't think
Maxx.
so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Alrighty, so both players with a game apiece. Now I get to go to sideboard. So an ideal start here for both players, you know? Coming out of that those pre-board games unscathed, if you will.
Yep, absolutely. 1-1. I think either player that takes a 2-0 lead pretty obviously is going to be heavily favored going into it, but now looking at the sideboarding here, starting with Maxx, took out the Heroes Hangout, 2 Winter Night Stories, 1 Flow State, brought in a Null, Get Out, a Braid, and Broadside Barrages, so just minor upgrades. There we go, is the full sideboard of Maxx on the left. And then for Christoffer, a lot more dynamic changes, and wow, this is surprising to me. Minus 1 Ice Till Explorer, 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Badger Mole Cubs, 1 Erode, 1 Bushwhack, and brought in Sirach, brought in 3 Mossborn Hydras, 3 Resident Bees, 3 Snakeskin Veils,
Wow.
and the Kutzel.
So he just basically said, screw ramping. I'm just going to put chickens down and protect
Yeah,
them.
trying to be a little bit bigger. So Mossborn Hydra, the reason
Yeah,
that you bring
yeah.
that one in, it's an elemental. It doesn't get Thunderflocked.
Also get trample and massive
Yes.
every single time a land hits the
But
board.
the elemental text is by far the
Yeah.
most important one. So
That's
yeah,
true.
it is just saying, Chris is like, you know what? Especially Max's version where he plays 4 Prismari Charm, just doesn't want to ever draw 2 Llanowars because if you get 2 for 1 with 1 Prismari Charm,
Yeah.
it's pretty much GG.
Pass.
This would be a great turn for a Rest in Peace if Maxx doesn't have a Null, Spell Pierce, or Spell Snare.
Can we find it?
Or Sirach would be
Ooh.
great too.
No. Mossborn Hydra to kick things off, so.
And Chris, you know, probably had a plethora of spells there, but the Mossborn Hydra does not get dealt with by 1 island by anything. So
Yeah.
that was a classic. I don't want to run into a possible counterspell
Yeah.
moment.
There was a Braid in hand there for Maxx, but now he's got a Chocobo out of range of that. He can kill the Mossborn Hydra, which you know, he might be priced into doing.
There's a lot of times where Mossborn Hydra doesn't get killed immediately, and the opponent gets killed on the following turn.
Yes,
So
yeah. So I'm thinking we're going to see a piece of removal aimed towards the Hydra.
I would think so. And I think I do see a Spell Snare.
Nice.
So another reason probably to take out Badger Mole Cubs. Just,
Yeah, they get countered.
yep.
They get
Ooh,
killed.
Hydra off the top. Chris didn't think about that one. If it was the correct play against an island last turn,
Oh,
gotta be good now.
my. Good grief.
Yep.
What's that, a 5-power Hydra?
5-power Chocobo and a 4-power Hydra. It can never be 5-power.
Okay, fine.
Putting on my Quandrix hat there.
Yeah.
Good eight.
Actually is supposed to be on the main stage.
Exactly. Sorry, I forgot to add the actually there. My bad. I'll do
A
that.
lot of damage in Max's direction.
And that's
Goes
a
down
lot
to
of blue
8.
cards.
Sleight of hand. Needs to find a way to make these guys go away.
Looks like a lot of blue cards in hand. I think I saw like a Null, a Spell Snare, maybe even a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would be an odd one, so maybe that wasn't it.
Yeah, spell snare. Ouch. Man, you don't want to be hitting yourself.
Could just be a sad Hearth Elemental.
It's
and
a real sad Hearth element.
this could be GG.
this two
I don't know what
road
that card
rest in
is, but
peace
Chris is
combo
showing
also
I'm
doesn't
about to win.
Oh, And I can show it off having it
Okay,
all.
there you go.
I'm not sure what that. It looked like probably some alternate art rest in peace. Okay, thank you.
Remember when a judge
Thank
told
you
us
to our
milk
card
seven
spotter
face?
there, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. It's got our back.
Yeah, I like that Chris just showed a good sideboard card against him. Like, yeah, you're probably dead. Oh, Chris. There you go. Okay, looks like a mulligan.
Oh, hey.
Chris's hand.
Lenore else to start, followed up by a little raccoon buddy.
Yep, mulligan from both players.
Yep.
And must win from Max here.
Yep, if he wants to keep his Pro Tour Championship dreams alive.
Yep.
He's got to win this year, but Christoffer Larsen has an excellent start here so
Yeah,
far.
a good start, but the awkwardness of their particular version that Nathan and Christus and the rest of the team decided to play, there is a keen-eyed curator and a plane. So if the Lan Award dies, we might see Lan go unless Chris top decks an untapped green source.
Doesn't look like it. So
Yep.
it's just going to be escape tunnel pass, go find that green.
Yep. And 2 planes in your deck is not free. You know, it's pretty close to a free splash, but this kind of moment right now is a big deal. Getting a keen-eyed down before Max can untap and have the possibility to spell snare it is a huge game. And I think the spell snare is there, so.
Has to.
Yikes.
Woohoo.
So now I think Chris does have a Hydra as well, so we'll see if he wants to go for that, but also has a Sirach. When your opponent has a pretty clear plethora of counter spells you can have, play the one that can't
What
get
is
hit
it going
by
down
it.
there for?
Here's the Sirach.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Can't be countered.
Yep.
Can get dead, but draws you a card.
Still a very solid exchange.
Nice, love
And
it.
looks
Roll.
like, okay, get out, spell snare, Sunderflock, multiversal passage for Max. So Max has it all ready to go except Hearth Elemental or Eddie Merc Crab. If we get one of those, Max has this game pretty much locked up. But now we'll see if Chris can dance around the possible removal spells. And I think with the perfect information that we have, his best play is Chocobo into Lumber Wagon.
Yep.
He's pretty good at Magic.
Yeah. I didn't notice.
Yep, yep. Christopher's pretty good at Magic.
He's keeping pace with you. Everything that you're saying, it's pretty great.
Yeah. And he's already won more collector booster boxes than I have as well, so he's really doing it all.
You know what, Corey? Get good. That's probably what he'd tell you, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, can we find Eddie Merc, Hearth? That looks like 2 lands.
Top of bottom.
Nothing happening on board here yet for Max.
Yeah, and now even if you find Eddie Merc or Hearth Elemental, which we're starting to run out of time anyways, then that play I was kind of talking about before, Lumber Wagon being able to just get restocked and attack into it is big game.
Keen-eyed Curator gets spell snared. So that at least protects the graveyard from Max, but what about your face, friend? Diadrine, Kutzel, Malamet Flanker on the stack. Get out says no thank you.
Yep, and now big draw step. Max really needs one of those creatures. A land, Sunderflock cannot be cast. And Max has nothing to do but land go. Oh man, and 2 Snakeskin Veils as well as a Mossborn Hydra. The awkward thing is he can't actually crew the Lumber Wagon unless he Snakeskin Veils. But the fact that he has a second one is pretty nice because you can play one proactively and then go to crew if it works. If it doesn't work, you Snakeskin Veil again. With 1 card in hand, I mean, if Chris doesn't do this, he doesn't have a lot of pressure. So he's going to think for a while, but I bet he goes for a Snakeskin Veil on the Saz's Chocobo. It's going to work, and then you can crew the Lumber Wagon and get a big old hit in. Crew 4 is tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, something that big, something that impactful on the board with an archetype like that. It's
I'm at 16.
Huge advantage to Max for that play.
Yeah.
But Max picks up another land. He is now 1 land away from hard casting Sunderflock, which you don't see very often. 7, okay, 2 away. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to that point in this matchup, honestly.
I don't know if Chris is going to play this.
He needs
This
the
was a
eddy.
very conservative play on his point.
Yeah.
And if Chris had perfect information, he would have slammed that snake
Sure.
skin bet.
Go.
Didn't even play the land. He would rather have some bluff equity.
Mm-hmm. Another chocobo.
The worst possible top deck.
Yeah, but you know what? It's still a creature. It's fine.
Now Chris could try to snakeskin veil the 0-1 chocobo as if it gets killed.
Yep.
You know, it's just a whatever moment, but
He's being
another very conservative
Yeah,
play could
super
end
disciplined.
up biting him.
Opt.
Max opting, looking for something. Let's see how quickly this goes to the hand or to the bottom of the library.
Yeah, Hearth Elemental or Eddie Merc Crab, you're very happy about.
Yeah.
Any removal spell, that's the hardest decision. Like a Prismari Charm and a Braid.
Yeah.
Burst Lightning. All of those are like,
Well, Braid deals with a wagon, at least.
yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah,
How many does he have access to?
The 2 snakeskin veils can protect anything but, and it was
Yeah, he has the one of Braid in the board.
Hearth Elemental on top.
Oh. Are we cooking?
I think we're cooking. And I think Christoffer would have got his way out of the top 8 if he snakeskin veiled 2 turns ago. And now I think he's in a rough spot. Still not, you know, unwinnable by any means, but man, he's got to stop top decking Saz's Chocobos, I'll tell you that.
What about a Fabled Passage?
Fabled Passage is about the best card he could have drawn.
So, bird. Bird.
Math time.
All right, what we got here, friend?
1 counter for everything.
Yep.
We're going on the stack.
So in response to that trigger.
I'll fetch.
Okay.
These 2 plus the combo.
So leaving the 1 trigger on the stack there for
Trigger.
the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't truly matter too much. It matters where if Max had a removal spell, the Snakeskin Veil would come on, and then the double adds additionals. So it's playing around a removal spell a little bit more, but the fact that Max doesn't have it, it's going to work out the same. It's going to be a 4/4 creature, and then the wagon. It's going to be...
Wagon's going to be quite large, huh? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And here's the thing. The block with the Hearth Elemental looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
But a Snakeskin Veil to protect it is going to be a bit of a blowout.
Yeah.
So now the Saz's Chocobo can crew the World Wagon. The Hydra and the Wagon both get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
I think this is a finish the game moment. Chris ran the numbers, and now we're going to get double, so it's going to go 4 to 8. And then to 16.
2.
But he
4,
could also cast the other Snakeskin Veil right now because it's already protected.
16.
Yeah.
So instead it could be 3.
Yeah, he's
6,
going to do it.
12, 24. The Hydra's going to be attacking for 24. And the World Wagon is going to be attacking for 7.
Oh, my. That has trample.
Yep.
Here comes the team, and there's another land coming out, right?
Yep, another
Yep.
land. So there's the 2 and the 4. That's 24 power.
Holy moly, Christoffer Larsen continues his winning ways here in the top 8, making it into another semifinals. In impressive fashion, Corey.
Yep.
Meister.
Here's the real question.
Yeah.
Is the hug about to come in here between these 2 players? Or
I
who
think so.
is he going to hug? Maybe a judge?
Yeah.
Could be Tannen?
Maybe the cameraman.
Could be, yeah. Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
There
Who's
it
he gonna hug?
is.
There we go. Of course he's going to hug Maxx Kominowski. Excellent run there from the first-time top 8er from Team Handshake. They've had an excellent weekend thus
They
far.
really
so
have.
Kudos to Max, and congratulations to the Big Dane. Christoffer Larsen seems very, very chill about it, huh?
Very, you know, he is definitely in his chill mode here at the last couple Pro Tours, and he's just 2 matches away from doing something we have very rarely seen, if really ever, winning back-to-back Pro Tours. Really impressive stuff.
It's going to be super sweet if it happens. So let's go and hear from Chris Larsen right now. Tannen got to chat to him.
Chris Larsen, fresh off his win here in the first quarterfinals, It's become an old hat for you at this point. I've got to wonder, is it just easy for you to win in the Pro Tour now?
Well, it seems so, but I wouldn't say it is. It's nice.
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
All right, tell me about this match that you just had. How did it go for you? Is that what you expected?
The deck was made to be better against the mirror and better against elementals, and I'll take no credit for it. And I'll use the acronym WWDD. What would Dominguez do? In any case of how my match went. And the Spanish guys just cooked up a really, really good sideboard plan. We're adding the white with the new Path to Exile. Rest in Pieces for the board. Shelter goes for the mirror and the other matchups. And Rest in Peace is a game changer. Most of the decks doesn't come with a side additional plan. Max had some Planeswalkers. I don't know whether or not he boarded them in. Just played out the Hydras and Elemental. Thank you for Watsy for making that happen. I do appreciate that right now.
Look, the white's been overperforming all weekend long. I think that's been the biggest story out of your deck. How are you feeling about your chances moving forward?
I actually don't know who I'm playing in the semis. If I'm playing not Madness, I'm feeling great about it. If I'm playing Madness, I feel a little less about it, but it's probably still fine.
Yep, it's been fine all weekend long, and hopefully fine a couple more rounds for you. Good luck, Chris.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Congratulations, Chris Larsen. One more quarterfinals to decide. Stefan Schütz up against Nathan Stoyer coming up next.